Ready. Okay, so the lineup today is the Gov Ed Rendell. Then we have former Los Angeles Kings, real good hockey player, Bernie Nichols. Former 76er. We traded the first pick in the draft to get this gentleman, Roy Henson, in the house. At 6 o'clock, Bob Boone's son, Brett Boone, played second base for the Seattle Mariners. Also, 116 wins, the most ever in baseball. Brett Boone, all-star that year. Lou Piniella was his manager. And then at 6:10 to 6:15, somewhere right around that time, the Blue Dude and myself, Artie Clear, we go through the NFL, almost game by game. Like the dread games, we don't talk about them, but we talk about the important games, the good players, the bad players, the surprises, so forth and so on. And that will be the NFL. Now let's get back to the Philadelphia Phillies because I want to talk about them. They were 3 games out of their wild card when they left Philadelphia and went to Houston. They figured, okay, it's time to make some hay. They beat all the bad teams they're supposed to be. Just like Charlie said, on the 6-game homestand, he says, I think we should win them all, and he did. Now they get into Houston. 3 games back. St. Louis and Dodgers are playing one another, and Pittsburgh can't win to save their lives. So now you figure, okay, wow, you got the Houston Astros, the Philadelphia Phillies. Just think it, 98 losses before you even win it, 97 losses before you even went in there. Beautiful, you gotta love it. The Dodgers are playing the Cardinals, they can knock one another off. All you gotta do is win. If they would have won that series in Houston, they'd be right now tied in the wild card. Okay, instead, what did they do? It was 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 3 of the games they had the lead and they still lose 3 out of 4. Charlie Manuel, with that beat-up bullpen that he has, should not have his job. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You had a chance this year. Even though you were injury all over the place, your pitching stinks, your bullpen stinks, injury after injury, and you still had a chance. And you let it up to that bad bullpen of yours, and you won't bring Papelbon in for an extra out. Pushed you 4 games this year already. It's time for you to go. Either that or get Ryan Sandberg up there. Because I'll tell you one thing, to be honest with you. Last time they brought Ryan Sandberg up for the playoffs, last couple of years, and he was in that dugout, they couldn't beat nobody. I hate to say the guy's a jinx, but he might be a jinx. I hate to say that. It's like anything else. I was saying, when the black cat walks by, he said, oh my God, my luck is going to change. But the truth of the matter is that Charlie Manuel has not done his best job he could have done this year with the Philadelphia Phillies. They have the horses. They supposedly have the best pitching staff in all baseball. They're supposed to have one of the best closers in all baseball. They got a guy playing $25 million at first base that can't hit his weight. Okay? You got a guy like Chase Utley, who's barely a 250 hitter. That's all he really is right now. I don't care if he hit all those home runs when he was younger. What have you done for me today? You can't. Those home runs don't count this year. And he's always hurt. Jimmy Rollins having the best year in the Phillies, hit 250. 20 home runs, 55 RBIs, 30 stolen bases. Juan Pierre leads the team in hitting. Can you imagine that? Juan Pierre. Ty Wigginton has more hours than the whole team. Polanco can't get healthy. Ruiz has been hurt. Kratz came up. He did a nice job for Kratz. I like him. They might have found something. This kid, the big dude that this guy has, Lindy Ruff, this guy, boy, he looks like a monstrous player. If you can ever trade Ryan Howard now and somebody will give you something for him, boy, I would trade him and let this kid Duff play. He looks like a killer. He looks like a young Mark McGuire, but he don't have steroids. This kid's built. He's built. But the Philadelphia Phillies, now, they dug their own grave, and this one they won't be able to dig out of. They will not be able to dig out of this grave that they've dug themselves in, because they still let Houston beat them, but they leave Milwaukee still in there, Arizona climb back in there, the Dodgers, the Cardinals. You got teams in there that weren't in there before, and you would have been past those teams. All you had to do is beat up one team that's playing. I got to see what type of ball they're playing. What type of ball are they playing here, the Houston Astros? What's their percentage? Because I know they're 50 games under 500.